Welcome in. Welcome to the first ever of many What Are We Doing Here hockey podcast. I'm your host, John Oberg, but moving forward, just call me Oberg. A little about me. Played hockey my whole life. Made it as far as Junior B, Division II college. But you know what they say, all roads lead to beer league. We all get there eventually. Even some of the pros we play against out on the local rinks. It happens. We all have to end up somewhere. What are we doing here for this one? We just had our best tournament of the year, the San Diego Classy charity tournament. It was awesome. It is well run. It brings so many people together, like 25 to 30 teams, and there is a absolute dynamite of a story that came out of it. Something I had never heard of in all my years of hockey. So a story so good and pure. It's just heartfelt the whole time. When my team captain told me about it, blew my mind. But don't let me spoil it yet. I'll let him tell the story. Why are we making this? We wanted to give you a chance to meet some people from the San Diego community. You've seen a couple of them in my videos. Some guys that are just characters. The whole league can be. I mean, we're all just a bunch of guys, goons, collaborative and together playing hockey. But it's the lives. There's a community around it that you don't get to see. This podcast series will bring on special guests from each game. We'll host them. We'll talk to them. We'll give them the hard time if they fall down and bust their butt. You know, it's going to be great. If they are doing so well, they should move up a league. We'll call them out on nationallivepodcast.com. Blast them for it. But all that aside, let's focus on the pure good weekend that just happened. This past weekend, we only took second place in our division. It was fine. We had the greatest time. It was good competition. Nobody got blown out. The games were close. The environment was electric. Everyone around there, that organization doesn't get enough praise. They bust their butts. The rink, San Diego Ice Arena, they went all out. They had vendors, they had food trucks, they had photo booths. It was awesome. Couldn't be more thankful for the time and energy both the rink and the Stay Classy Foundation put into making this happen. Speaking of which, let's bring in our special guests. Please help me welcome Jorge and Jeremy. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Really appreciate you taking out the time to connect with me and relive the great time that we had at this tournament. We have with me Jorge Soto, director. We have the team captain, Jeremy Massa. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. Friday, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Looking forward to the weekend.
Jorge, let's have you go first. What is your role in the San Diego community and this tournament?
Well, I can start with the easiest one to answer. The tournament. I am the tournament director, so basically, I overlook probably 90% of the operations when it comes to running this tournament. It takes me about, honestly, probably around 8 to 10 months of actual work to put in this tournament. It's getting easier. And then during the event, I'm managing the whole operations from making sure the time is running right to making sure the referees and the scorekeepers are communicating, make sure we get enough volunteers, ice for the beer, like all that stuff. So yeah, I'm basically running the show in a way.
How many years have we been doing this now?
6 years.
Nice.
Thankfully, 6 years, to be honest with you.
We've had some growth, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it. When we started in 2021, it was we learned so many lessons from there. I mean, one of the things that I always tell people is back in the day in 2021, we didn't have referees for that whole tournament.
That was a wild one.
That's crazy.
Jeremy, you were there the first year, weren't you? You've been doing this the whole time?
Yep, every year. Wouldn't miss it.
I really enjoyed having referees at the second one. It helped to make the difference.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah, so let's set the stage. We rent the rink out, you bring in the vendors, you coordinate all the teams. It's a production. The best thing that you guys have done for the San Diego community, for sure, is this tournament. This community thrives on this weekend. I tell people it's the biggest weekend for the San Diego hockey community all year. Wouldn't you agree?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I appreciate that. I think I would agree in the sense that that's what we're trying to build. We're trying to make sure that we have the best community, that we show exactly what San Diego hockey is like, and not just the hockey itself, but the community, right? Like we're a small community, but we support each other like crazy, and we want to show up for each other like crazy, and we're just good people, you know.
Yeah, you touched on it. It's the community that we're looking at here. The whole idea about this podcast is to share some light into the San Diego community and just show how thriving it is. Jeremy, you play yourself at what, 3 or 4 rinks? You're on 3 or 4 teams.
Yep, and then some.
What is your favorite part of bringing the boys together?
Oh man, I mean, Classy. It's kind of like the Classy tournament for me is kind of like Coachella of hockey, except instead of music, it's hockey, and you are one of the acts.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a whole weekend endeavor. It's something we look forward to every year. Just getting the boys together and and just mingling with the rest of the hockey community, not only in San Diego, but the repeat teams that come down from all over the place. Orange County, you got Seattle,
Yep.
Los Angeles. And it's like we're sharing beers and sharing hockey with these people. And then we go play other tournaments everywhere else, and we run into these people that we got to know at Classy. It's amazing.
You hit it right there on the head. I was about to bring it up. Walking around that arena on that weekend, every 10 seconds, you're seeing a buddy. You're seeing someone you hadn't seen in years. We had a guy fly in from North Carolina to play goalie. It's rad. I love connecting with people over the weekend. But, so what are we doing here, boys? We had one of the most outstanding sports stories I've ever heard of for hockey. This touched my heart immediately as soon as Jeremy brought it up. Jorge, Jeremy, who reached out to you? Jeremy, you go first.
Yeah, so I have a Instagram account for the Killer Bunnies, and I very rarely post on there except for what you give me to post, John. And so I was posting the content for Classy this year, and someone reached out to me on the Instagram and said his son, 15-year-old son, who is going through some rough times, found the account and somehow managed to look at all of the content and really liked the Killer Bunnies logo and just the content that we were putting on there. And now all of a sudden it's his favorite team. So he reached out and asked if we had any merch or anything that we could send him just to brighten his son's day. And so I said, yes, we can absolutely send you something. And then I told Jorge about it. And so he gave me some merch from Classy to include in the care package that I shipped off to Tennessee last week. So
That is
it's
awesome.
It was pretty amazing, honestly. The guy reached out, and they're going through some tough times, and this will bring a little bit of joy to his son, who just loves hockey so much and is just scrolling Instagram for hockey content and came across Classy and came across the Killer Bunnies, and I think he probably has a couple other favorite teams from Classy too after watching the all the footage. So
yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
beautiful.
It's just a really cool story.
And that's a beautiful transition to why do we have this tournament? What is the Classy all about?
It's impact. It's exactly that. I mean, when you look at the tournament and how it's grown, it's one thing that I like to say is it's a pleasure for me to provide this platform where people can grow in many ways and support in many ways. That's the reason why we make it a charity, right? We want to make sure that we're supporting our community, and little things go a long way. Whether it's donating $1 or sending a jersey, like that creates impact. Once this kid or this dad, eventually might come across another hockey charity, where they're back from, and they're gonna be like, hey, I want to give back to that, right? Because they helped out, right? Or for here, like we have had moments when we donated or had a different benefactor like the animal pad, and there's these dogs needs that needed homes, and we found homes for them through the tournament, right? And then that just brightens someone else's day, right? And then they go and do good elsewhere. So the point of this whole tournament is exactly that, is supporting each other, creating these seeds and growing in many ways, as little as or as big as they are. Of course we're here to have fun. It's hockey. We like playing hockey, we like drinking beer.
Yeah.
But why not do something good, for the community while doing that?
Yeah, you hit it right there on the head, man. It's really, that year was a great year. Having the dogs around and seeing them get adopted, that was great. This year, you supported the Children's Hospital?
Yeah, we supported the Rady's Children's Hospital, in specific, Rady's Thriving After Cancer program. It's a great program. We all sometimes forget that there are many things that happen after treatment, right? And when kids are in remission or after a certain treatment, there's still many things that parents need, the kids need, whether it's continued treatment, whether it's a ride to the grocery store, whether it's money for groceries, or sometimes they might need special placement for education because they missed a year or something like that. And all that takes funds, it takes energy, it takes people. So that's what that program does, is they take care of that portion of aftercare.
That is fantastic. Can you share some numbers with us? How many teams registered this year?
Yeah, so this year was a record number of years of teams over the years. We've grown from 20 teams from 2021, which also for 2021 was insane to have 20 teams, to now at 30, 6 years later. It's been growing about 2 teams per year, to be honest with you.
Nice.
But thankfully this year we were capped at 30, which is honestly the amount of teams that I can fit in without ruining the ice sheet for San Diego Ice Arena. Um, and also it allowed us to kind of do something that we've been wanting to do for years, which is spin out the women's division, the Bonita division here at the class. That this was our first year doing that. We had 3 teams that signed up, and it we already have people asking about it. We already have other teams reaching out. Hey, are you gonna continue to do the women's division next year? And so it seems like we're gonna keep growing. It seems like we're gonna keep growing. We have to pressure the rink for a little more ice time, but I feel like
Yeah.
they also see the benefit in supporting this project and this community. And yeah, it's growing.
That's fantastic. Jeremy, yourself, you put a team in every year. You've played in 2 divisions. We played in the top one. We played in the bottom one. I'm sorry, the second level. Which one's your favorite?
Well, I like being not in the top division, given my skill level and age. But I don't know. Every year it's fun, no matter what.
We almost won it one year. A couple years ago, we had to play that 19 and under team. Some AAA travel teams in the second division. Man, I thought we had that one. We're going to hoist that keg and celebrate. Nope. 19-year-olds took it away from us. Oh.
That's all right. We had more fun.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Without a doubt. Can you please say that again? What does it say?
It says DJI Osmo.
Yeah, that's the camera system I use.
It knows your camera system.
I only use DJI cameras. These cameras are so sick. It gives me the capacity to stream it live. Every game I play now is live on Twitch. We have 9 to 12 people watch the games. It is so cool. These cameras
you gotta
are
plug them.
Sick. I use their mics whenever I get stuck at a rink that doesn't allow head cams. I put them up in the glass. The microphone works all the way across the ice. They are top notch. And they're not crazy expensive. Crazy durable. Crazy brilliant resolutions. I couldn't be more excited about these things.
We got to get you out whenever we do the next rivalry series against whoever. It's probably going to be the Patriots. Probably going to host against the Patriots against when the goals start playing.
Yeah.
We're going to do rivalry series Classy versus Patriots like we did
yeah, I saw it.
in March. Yeah. We got to get you out so you can bring your camera, dude.
Yeah, I'll wear a full white uniform like those guys at the Olympics did and just skate the ice.
No, dude, for you to play.
Oh, even better. Now I'm in.
Yeah. But you get to play goalie.
I don't know. I have a video online. I played goalie, and we registered for a tournament. Didn't know the competition level. First game was real soft, so me and the goalie switched positions. Boy, did I regret that decision. The next team was so much better. Still not silver or gold, but man, I was stressing. I had so much of my head up here brought down to the floor. I couldn't have been more disappointed at the goals I let in. But I had some sick saves. I'm not going to discredit myself and say I was trash. This guy took a slap shot. I kick saved it like a pro. I was ecstatic. Nice. And then some fat guy fell on me and it wrecked me. But I dove for the puck. It was in his feet and I was like, nah, attack. But it's just fun. Man, hockey makes so many things better for other people. Putting this together, this is going to bring more and more people together. They're going to get to know each other. They hopefully get to know you. Let's plug your socials. Please. Let's go first, Jorge. How can people look up the Stay Classy online?
Yeah, you can check us out at Classy SD Hockey on Instagram. That's our handle. You can also go to the website, classysdhockey.com. If you're really interested in looking at what the actual nonprofit is doing for our side, it's the Classy Foundation.org.
Nice. We will get those links from you and put them in our description below. Jeremy, let's plug your socials. How can they reach out and find the bunnies?
That's Killer Bunnies HC on Instagram.
Love it. Again, we'll put that link down below. And I'll put the link for the playlist I curated for the tournament series. Please go give it a watch.
Well,
But for
you
real,
should wear your Killer Bunny hat.
I couldn't
I should have.
be
Yeah.
more excited to have you guys be a part of this. You guys are a paramount in our community. To be honest, I see you at the rink. I see you at the rink sometimes the same day. That's a great day.
Yeah.
The hockey community would not be the same without you. Without your leadership for this tournament, without your captainship for your team, that's a thankless job. Thank you, sir, for being a captain, for leading those teams, for wrangling these idiots and making them look good on paper. Cheers.
Well, I'm one of the idiots that he has to wrangle because he captains one of the teams I play on. So
Hey, we're in this together, no
I
matter what.
understand the plight.
Oh, it's a great time every time. If this takes off, we could be the staple. We could I could rearrange our little screen here. We can play video clips and talk about them and commentate. I'm down.
Yeah.
We got to get Jay Crawford on. He can be the Theo Vaughn.
No, you're gonna have a 5-hour video.
We're going to have to censor everything.
He just doesn't stop talking.
Yeah. He's had himself a little success on the comedy scene. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Good for
He's
him.
doing really well.
Yeah.
We should get him on here. He's gonna love talking about how he won Classy after being kicked out from one of his previous teams.
The team that you put together that came in and housed everybody, was that a last minute sub list roster, or is that a team that showed up and wanted to be in it?
That I sent. So we keep a list of free agents
Mhm.
come in throughout the year. And when we're building these two teams, Team Power and Team Strength, to represent the kids from Raised Children, we made the jerseys, and I did a mass reach out to people who were on that list. And I said, hey, we're building this team, we're supporting this nonprofit, blah, blah. Are you wanting, to represent that team? And then I asked your skill level and all that stuff. Somehow a really solid team just came together,
Yeah.
for that division with Crawford.
Yeah, I can't believe they carried him throughout the whole
We
thing.
had the Killer Bunny's normal goalie too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So, and it's funny because now they are all, so in that team there's a sibling, so there's like 2 brothers and a sister who've never played together before. They played like throughout the years in different teams or different colleges, and this was their chance that they got to play together.
That's rad.
So that was super cool. And so now they're thinking, hey, we want to keep this roster and come back next year, whether as Team Strength or something else. But they're all super excited.
No, that's cool. Another way, the Classic Tournament, bringing the community together, one family at a time.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's wild.
Yeah, they're from OC. I never knew who these people were. They came from OC that signed up and drove down here and had a blast.
That's rad. Great to hear. Like I said, this is the biggest tournament of the year. This is what we all look forward to. Thank you, gentlemen, for being on here with me. Couldn't be more happy to have you. Can't wait to see you at the rink.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yep. Thanks so much.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for being here. Couldn't be more thankful to have you. Please, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Support the channel when you can. Costs you nothing. It does so much for me. Couldn't be more appreciative of the time you put in to watch this video. On the next one, it's going to be a great podcast series. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Cheers.